It's midday. Good afternoon. Here is the midday news on OGBC. My name is Emmanuel Adebanjo. First, the major items. The federal government terminates fuel and foreign exchange subsidies. Ogun State government is restating commitment in supporting security agencies. Has released the drone footage of Hamas leaders' movements before assassinated. The federal government has terminated the long-debated fuel and foreign exchange subsidies, announced this during the presentation of the Nigeria Development Update by the World Bank in Abuja on Thursday. The Finance and Coordinating Minister of Economy, Mr. Wale Edo, said the subsidies had drained the country's economy. The minister also announced a new government plan aimed at addressing unemployment with a focus on housing finance. According to him, the initiative would feature a mortgage scheme offering near single-digit interest rates. The government at the center on Thursday received 846,000 doses of a groundbreaking malaria vaccines from development partners. Speaking at the event, the coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Ali Pati, said the vaccines were received to reduce the country's high incidence of malaria, which is rampant among children and other vulnerable groups. He added that the vaccines were expected to play a pivotal role in lowering malaria-related deaths, noting that the vaccine will significantly boost the country's ongoing malaria elimination efforts. The minister informed that the vaccine rollout would begin in high-burden regions before expanding nationwide. On security, the Minister of Defense, Alhaji Mohammed Abubakar, says government's determination to tackle banditry and insecurity in the country remained unabated. The minister stated this when he paid a visit to Governor Ubasani in Kaduna as part of his official tour of the Northwest region. Alhaji Abubakar spoke to newsmen after the visit, emphasized the establishment of a command and control center in the Northwest Zone as a crucial step in addressing the menace of banditry. He also highlighted the government's collaborative efforts with neighboring countries, especially the Niger Republic, to combat terrorism and arms trafficking. In a related development, the Inspector General of Police, Coyote Egbetokun, has directed the immediate investigation and recovery of a second batch of 612 vehicles flagged as stolen on the Electronic Central Motor Registry ECMR platform. He also ordered investigation of over 1,610 vehicles with conflicting registration information on the platform. According to statements from headquarters this Friday, the police explained that one of the cars stolen from Abuja was recovered after the buyer applied for a CMR certificate, triggering an alert that flagged the vehicle as stolen. The police added that subsequent investigation revealed the vehicle had been re-registered twice in an attempt to conceal its stolen status. Here at home, the government has restated commitment to ensuring continuous support to the security agencies in the state. This, according to Governor Dapo Abiodun, is necessary, as doing so would guarantee the safety of lives and property of the people. The governor gave the assurance while playing host to the Controller General of Nigerian Immigration Service, Mrs. Kemi Nanda, represented by his deputy, Engineer Noimo Salako Dele. Governor Abiodun also pledged that his administration will continue to strengthen the security architecture to improve the social economic development. He commended the Nigerian Immigration Service and other sister security outfits for the effective policing of the state border posts. You are listening to the midday news on OGBC 90.5 FM. Drone footage released by the Israeli military on Thursday is said to show Hamas leader Mr. Yahya Sinwar's final moments before he was killed. The video appears to be shot from a drone which flies through the open window of a mostly destroyed building. It approaches a man sitting motionless in an armchair on the first floor of a house that is littered with debris. The man, who seems to be injured, then throws what appears to be a stick at the drone and the video ends. Elsewhere, the United States has charged a former Indian intelligence officer for allegedly directing a foil plot to assassinate an American citizen who advocates for Khalistan and carved out of India. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York said on Thursday that it had registered murder for hire and money laundering charges against Mr. Vikash Yadav for trying to kill Mr. Gopatwant Punam. The indictment of Mr. Yadav for the first time implicates the Indian government directly in the attempted assassination of a descendant. The Indian government has said that waiting with the ongoing investigation, it is not responded to the specific charges against Mr. Yadav yet. Children as young as 10 can soon be jailed once again in Australia's Northern Territory after the government lowered the age of criminal responsibility. Last year, Last year, Northern Territory became the first jurisdiction to lift the threshold to 12 years old, but the new Country Liberal Party government elected in August has said a reversal is necessary to reduce youth crime rates. Chief Minister Mrs. Leah Fino-Chaibo said a government had been given a mandate after their landslide election victory and that the change would allow courts to put young offenders through programs designed to address the root causes of the crimes. She told Parliament on Thursday that there is no obligation to the child who has been let down in a number of ways over a long period of time. Kenyan President Mr. William Ruto this Friday nominated his Interior Minister, Mr. Kithure Kindiki Gachagua, who was sacked in a historic event. Mr. Kindiki, a 52-year-old academic turned political heavyweight, was among frontrunners for the post floated by Kenyan media after the Senate voted to remove Mr. Gachagua on Thursday after a day of high drama. The impeachment of Ruto's 2022 election running mate, Mr. Gachagua, had transfixed the East African country, generally regarded as a stable democracy in a turbulent region. The fast-moving drama continued this Friday as National Assembly Speaker Mr. Moses Wetang'ula announced Mr. Ruto's choice of Mr. Kindiki, asking parliamentarians to move ahead with the vote to confirm his appointment. On sports, the Premier League returns on Saturday with a London derby between Tottenham and West Ham setting the tone for match day 8. In other games, Everton visits Ipswich Town, Manchester United hosts Brentford at Old Trafford, and Fulham lock arms with Aston Villa. Elsewhere, Newcastle will tackle Brighton, Leicester visits Southampton, Bournemouth to Arsenal, just as champions Manchester City travels to Wolves. Liverpool hosts Chelsea at Anfield, and Crystal Palace travel to Ham Forest. Security is central to the society's development, contributes to ensuring a secure society. To end the midday news, another look at major items. The Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edo, at the presentation of a development update by the World Bank in Abuja on Thursday announced the termination of fuel and foreign exchange subsidies. Playing host to the Comptroller General of the Nigerian Immigration Service, Mrs. Kemi Nanda, on Thursday, Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun restates commitment to supporting security agencies. He also urged that Israel on Thursday released the drone footage of Hamas leaders' movements before assassinating. The midday news was edited by Idris Adelapo and broadcast from OGBC, Abeokuta, For exclusive programs and the latest news updates, visit our website at ogunradio.ng. Follow us on Facebook at Ogun Radio Abeokuta and on X at OGBC 905 FM. You can also